In several countries, the tourism industry is an important economic driving factor. This is based on macroeconomic growth and a large number of jobs. Tourism is a significantly growing sector in the world, which is the main driver of economic growth and socio-economic progress. This is indicated by the increase in foreign tourists, marked by the rapid development of the tourism sector. Population growth in Muslim-majority countries makes halal tourism a target for improving a country's economy. Over the past few years, Islam and tourism have attracted several countries to develop tourism. This condition makes the halal tourism industry as the target of various countries to be able to compete in preparing Muslim-friendly facilities. Indonesia strives to be the central of halal tourism, which complete the facilities and services in many sectors. This condition leads to Indonesia reach the World Halal Tourism Award WHTA in 2016. In this award, Indonesia won 12 awards in halal tourism. But in the last few years, the growth of Muslim tourists is having slowly. This condition leads to the strike competition, which Indonesia must be able to compete with neighbor countries, which also promote halal tourism as a mainstay of tourism in the country. Agiomirgianakis et al. Found that an increase of GDP's country of origin will increase tourist arrival in Turkey. But international tourism is something that can be done by individuals or families who have high income, and this includes luxury spending. This condition makes us to add the calculation of GDP per capita in this study. Dubai International Financial Center in 2018 state that Muslim population has a significant increase in the number of 1.8 billion population, which is expected to have a positive effect on increasing the arrival tourists. We want to examine the influence of the macroeconomic and population of tourist origin countries that can increase the arrival of tourists from OIC countries to Indonesia. We will investigate the arrival of Muslim tourists from OIC countries who came to Indonesia in terms of the influence of GDP, GDP per capita, and the population of the tourist country of origin. For this study, we use panel data from 5 OIC countries from 2012 until 2017. Furthermore, 5 countries studied were Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates. We use quantitative methods and panel data regression to test the exogenous variable, which are GDP, GDP per capita, and population of countries of origin of tourists, and the endogenous variable, which is the arrival of Muslim tourists, and the model we use in the study is PLS model. We hypothesize that GDP, GDP per capita, and population has a positive effect on the arrival of Muslim tourists. But at the result of study, we found that GDP has a negative effect on the arrival of Muslim tourists to Indonesia. This was because the large number of Muslim tourists from nearby countries that hasn't GDP as much as for other countries we used in this study. And we found also that GDP per capita has a positive influence on the arrival of Muslim tourists, but it was not significant. This was caused by the countries studied had little data, and the Malaysian GDP per capita is less than other 4 countries. However, the population variable have a positive impact of Muslim tourists. From this study, we suggest that the macroeconomic of the tourist country does not affect the arrival of foreign tourists to Indonesia, while the population of countries of origin influence tourist arrivals. The increasing Muslim population, in accordance with the Islamic Economic Development Report, provides opportunities for the development of halal tourism in Indonesia. And we expect this research can help the government and tourism industry entrepreneurs in evaluating and preparing Muslim-friendly services, facilities, and infrastructure in order to attract the interest of Muslim citizens, which contributes to Indonesia's economic growth.